again, I was reading the hashtag van lifers complaining about the shower situation and how they would like join Planet Fitness so they could shower, and I'm thinking, we never had that problem, but it's because we were constantly like swimming in the Sheraton pool and then like soaping up in the bathroom and driving off. I mean,
and our standards were pretty damn low. I mean, our 2 days in Vegas, we bathed in a jacuzzi, so
right.
I'm sure we were pretty rancid by today's terms as well.
Yeah, so if you saw two like reddish-haired guys with a chlorine scent, that was us in 1994.
Somehow it didn't hurt the ability to meet people, certain kinds of people.
That's true, and that's something I want to get into too, because so many times when I'm reading my journal, we would just go up and start talking to people, and it feels like now, you know, especially young people, and at that age, especially young women our age, and people look at their phones so much that I think they look for social interaction. And I'm not disparaging how it works. I'm just saying this is the difference, is that in 1994 it was perfectly normal to just go up and talk to somebody. Maybe it still is, but these days people are default to phone mode so much that it feels like a lot of those delightfully spontaneous situations would be less likely to happen.
I don't think the trip we did, I don't think that adventure would be possible unless you literally left your phone at home. I mean, just the urgency to meet people and the patience required to figure out where the hell you're at and what you should be doing, which God bless you, Potts, man, you've always been super diligent in finding and figuring out the right plan and research. But oh my gosh, can you imagine doing that today without a cell phone?
Well,
I don't think anybody would.
We had a road atlas. I think I still have it.
Yep.
And that's how we found
beautiful atlas,
everything. There was no printout MapQuest like in 2003. There was no Google Maps like there is now. We just made phone calls and looked things up on the atlas. And it's funny that you mentioned me being diligent. Somewhere in my diary, I mentioned that you're sort of the Kirk of the expedition, and I'm sort of the Spock, right? Like I was sort of the navigator who figured things out and called ahead and sort of rationally made sense of things. And actually, I thought of this when I approached you to that in the summer of '91 to travel with me, is that you're like sort of the one, you're a good driver, and two, you're sort of charismatic and people like you, and so I think that's part of why we were a good team. Is I'm the guy who figured out where we were going, and you were this guy who could put people at ease wherever we went. I think I'm just enough of an introvert that I would have spent more time in that dirtbag van than I needed to.
I love how you see life. I was thinking about it as I'm just a go, and you're like yes, and let's go there, which is really, really important. And I think our intentional path that was weather compliant, I think our use of time and access to things like parks and history and culture and the ridiculous experiences like riding with police officers. This trip would not have happened if you hadn't been the guy who said yes, but let's go there. So it was a balance, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, and those of you listening who are thinking about maybe partnering up for a van type trip, is find somebody who compliments you a little bit.